It was October 29, 2011. I was in Kabul, Afghanistan. Was doing a combat logistical patrol, so we were prepping our convoy. Showed up in the morning, got our trucks ready, got our weapons ready, got all loaded up, did our convoy brief, did our intel brief. We had a couple of things going on. We had some vehicle-borne IEDs that were in the area, so we knew the threat was alive. We knew that it could happen. So we leave the base about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going out. We stop by our first base, drop some equipment off, pick up some personnel. Everything seems to be going pretty well. You know, we get out, we're smoking, we're joking, we're having a good time. This wasn't our first time out on mission. So we're doing that. We end up at a couple other bases. We get out, you know, we're still smoking, joking, we stop, we have some breakfast. Everybody's having a good time. No real issues. We picked up some civilians that were being transported from one base to another base. And this whole thing is going on. We're driving, we're out on mission, we're doing our thing. Nothing is happening. There's nobody on the streets. We're not getting and we're not getting shot at. Nothing is happening at all in this whole convoy, which is really, really rare for us. I mean, every time we go out, there's always something. Somebody's trying to run us off the road. Somebody's shooting at us. It's always something. So just that day for us was very, very cautious, just because nothing was happening. So we end up going out. We end up stopping. There's an Olympic stadium right there in Kabul, Afghanistan. We stop by the Olympic Stadium, we're taking pictures, we're kind of touristy at this point. So we stop there, we're waiting there, maybe 20, 30 minutes. We're enjoying our morning, everybody's having a good time, we're taking pictures, and then President Karzai was there, who's the current president of Afghanistan. So we ended up getting to meet him, shook hands, you know, smoked and joked, had a good time. So we get back in our truck, we're heading out, and it's about a 35, 40-minute drive to our next base. We're going, and we notice there's this SUV that keeps kind of following our convoy, and then he would turn off, and then he would come back, and then he'd be there for 5 or 10 minutes, and he would turn off, and then he'd come back. So we get up to this base. It's about 40 minutes outside of Kabul. We stop there. We're enjoying, you know, just hanging out, having a good time, and we get another intel report that says that there's an SUV that is a vehicle-borne IED, and they keep threatening to blow us up. So, you know, a little bit more cautious this time. And so they decide, hey, we're not going to let you guys leave right now. We're going to make you guys stay. We're going to see if we can track down this vehicle, put a stop to it before something bad happens. So we're waiting, nothing. They don't call. They don't say, hey, we got them. They don't say, hey, you know, they're still out there. Finally, about an hour and a half later, they say, hey, you know what? We can't find the guy. He's not in the area. We're going to let you guys go ahead and roll out. So we roll outside the gate. Everything's going good. We're driving down the road. Like I said, it's about a 30, 45-minute drive back into Kabul. We're probably about 10 minutes in. Sure enough, we see the SUV. Call it up on the radio. They say, hey, no problem, we'll take care of it. They call in an Apache helicopter. Apache comes in. They can't find him. Guys turned off the road, ducked into a small neighborhood or village. So it's one of those things. You just kind of, you roll with the punches, and you're already out on the road. You can't turn around. You can't go back to the base. You're in between two different places. So we continue our mission. We keep rolling. 10, 15 minutes later, we're driving. I'm up in the turret. I'm a gunner. So I'm pulling security for our convoy, and I see the SUV. And it comes out of this corner, and we're driving, and I call it up, and I say, hey, here's that SUV. And our convoy commander gets on the radio and says, where? Boom! Explosion. Right there. Took a shrapnel to my forehead, started bleeding, almost lose consciousness, and then we start getting shot at. Boom, 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 boom. So we start returning fire. About a 10-minute firefight, finished up that, and I collapsed in my truck. Woke up in the hospital. That's when I found out we lost 17 people in one convoy. Killed one friend, 4 other American soldiers, 1 Canadian soldier, and 7 civilians, all in that explosion. And that, hands down, was the worst day of my life.